Hey guys, I'm going to talk about splinting a little bit. When you're in the wilderness, whether you're on a trip, you're backpacking, or on a deployment, you're probably going to run into some form of fall trauma. That can be from any sort of medical incident, hypoglycemia, near syncope, or it can just happen when you get your ankle stuck, twist it, fall over. It may hurt your elbow on the way down. So I'm going to show you how to stabilize both a joint and a bone injury. So for your joint injuries, the two main principles are you're going to want to secure your splint above and below that joint. So on your elbow, it would be your upper arm, your lower arm. When you tie your splint right there, it's going to prevent you from being able to bend that joint in either direction. Now, for a bone injury, it's a little different. Let's pretend we broke our ulna trying to catch ourselves. So we're going to want to secure the hand like this so that we don't extend or bring in our fingers, which would cause the tendons to move next to that bone, maybe cause the bone to shift, and we don't want that to happen. So we're going to secure the hand like this. And then we're also going to secure the elbow either straight or across the body like that, just depending on what's more comfortable for your patient. Doesn't really matter either way, you just don't want that to move after you get it secured. So that brings us to the same splint. It's my favorite kind of splint to use because it weighs less than a pound. You can fold it up, put it in your pocket, your backpack. It's not going to take up very much room. The mechanics behind it are it's basically a piece of aluminum covered in this softer foam material to provide some comfort against skin. But basically, anywhere you put a fold in it, it's going to drastically increase its strength. So if you had a wrist injury, then you could splint it like this. Get the bend kind of folded around their arm like that. Have them hold on to the end of it so their fingers are locked like that, like we talked about earlier. And then you're just going to wrap it all the way up. See, it goes past my elbow, so I'm not going to be bending my elbow once that's secured. Your arm is now stabilized. So in this example, the person you're with has stepped on a rock, twisted their ankle, and has a possible fracture. So we're going to use our SAM splint. I have it pre-folded just to make it easier, which you'll want to do as well. You can slide it under and splint it. This splints the foot as well as the bone above the ankle, so it will prevent that flexion. Once you have the SAM splint in place, you're going to want to wrap the ankle to hold it there. It's important to know that wrapping it too tight can be a problem because the swelling associated with a tight wrap can mimic compartment syndrome, basically turning it into a tourniquet and cutting the circulation off to the foot. So you want to wrap it tight at the bottom, and then as you work your way up the foot, you can progressively get less tight. That way the bandage itself is pushing the swelling up your leg instead of keeping it down your foot. That gives it more of a chance to spread out and you won't run into that tourniquet effect. So to ensure you haven't applied the splint too tight, you're going to want to recheck PMS, pulse, motor, and sensation. That means you're going to check a pulse in the foot, you're going to ask them to move their foot, and you're going to ask if they can feel you touching their foot. If all of those are okay, then the splint's applied effectively.